Hey class, welcome back to Chapter 22, Analyzing and Interpreting Graphs. Today we'll be looking at Exercise 22b, Step Graphs. So, a step graph is a line segment graph where each section is horizontal. They're similar to our piecewise linear functions or our line segment graphs from our previous example or exercises. The only difference is your graph is going to look a bit like a set of stairs rather than a very jagged mountain. Okay, so we're going to try it with an example so we can see what that looks like. All right, in our example, the delivery fee for a parcel in dollars is charged by a courier company is based on the weight of the parcel in kilograms, as shown in the table below for parcels that weigh up to 20 kilograms. Okay, so if I have a parcel that weighs 2 kilos or less, I'll pay $12. 5 kilos or less, 20, 12 kilos or less, 26, and 20 kilos or less, $30 for shipping, all right, or for delivery. We're going to start by writing that as a cost function. So we'll allocate C for cost, okay, C for cost, and W for weight. Of course, weight is going to be my independent variable or my explanatory variable because the difference in weight changes my cost. Okay, if it helps to label X and Y, go for it. All right. Now, in this case, I'm going to have 4 separate equations because I've got 4 different weights or 4 different criteria for the cost. Okay. In the first case, I'm going to pay $12 if the weight of the parcel is between, obviously I can't have a negative weight, so I'll put the 0 in there just to indicate that. If the weight is less than or equal to 2 kilograms, I'm going to pay from the second line of the table now, I'm going to pay $20, comma. If my parcel is less than 5 kilograms, I need to remember to put the greater than 2 in there as well, because if it's 2 kilograms or less, I've only paid $12. I'm not going to pay $20 or $26 or $30 for a 2 kilogram parcel. Okay, I'll meet the first criteria. So that's what that first little limit there does. Okay, we're going to pay $26 for a parcel that weighs between that 5 kilogram lower limit and that 12 kilogram upper limit. And finally, we're going to pay $30 if the parcel is between that 12 kilo lower limit and the upper limit of $30. So that's it for our cost function. Sorry, 20 kilos, not 30 kilos. I'm reading the cost there. That's okay, easy fix. All right, so that's the cost function. It's a hybrid function, and we write it in a similar way to our our piecewise linear functions. All right, now we're going to try and sketch the graph. Now, again, I am doing this on my computer, so please bear with me. We've already decided that our independent variable or our explanatory variable is going to be weight, and I'm going to separate that. I need, to go as high as 20 kilograms, so keep writing 30, but that's okay. That'll do. So I've got 5, 10, and 15, and I'm going to write weight in kg. So I'm going to label my axes. I should probably also label that with a W instead of an X. Okay, and 0. And then of course on my y-axis or my vertical axis, I'm going to have cost. And I need to go as high as 30 here, so that might be 30, and I'm going to try and break that into roughly equal thirds. You guys will have a ruler, and this will work much better. Okay, close enough, and I'll put cost in dollars along the side and label it. All right, so now for that first portion of the graph, this one here, okay, we're looking at a value of y equals 12, okay, so that's about here. For between W equals 2, so if I was to split this into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces, I'm looking at about here. Okay, and hopefully we remember from previous learning that a solid dot means it includes that and an open dot means it doesn't. So just as a quick recap for that, if I write in purple, less than or greater than means an open dot and a solid dot equals that, or I think I've got a note for that. There we go. Okay, so the next line of the equation, which I'll do in purple because I'm using that color pen now, starting at that 2 kilogram mark, so again looking at sort of here, okay, I'm now going up to a cost of 20. I can't include both values. I'm not going to pay simultaneously $12 and $20 for a parcel that weighs 2 kilograms. So the open dot shows that, okay, this is where the next step begins, to $5. And I'm going to connect those 2 points with a straight line or a horizontal line at y equals 20 or c equals 20. Again, I'll switch colors just for ease of showing. All right, so the third line of the equation I'm going to have at 26, so it's about here. Again, I'm going to start with an open dot at that 5, so they should be stacked, kind of like a set of stairs, okay? The vertical piece of the stairs kind of will, well, it should connect at the same point, we hope, up until 12 kilos. So again, I'm looking at about 1, 2, 3, 4, about here. Okay, and it's not going to be very straight. Use a ruler, use the lines in your book. And then finally, our last step, which I'll do in red, okay, very bright red, but that's fine. We're looking at 30 for a parcel that is between 12 kilograms and up to the 20 kg mark. So we can see that our steps aren't quite even. Okay, they get larger as we go across. And that's it. That's how we sketch the graph of that cost function. Hopefully that feels straightforward enough to you all. If not, please send your questions my way. But otherwise, good luck with the work, guys, and I will speak to you all very soon.